Hello, welcome to this very brief video about the Alpha 3 Patch 2 update. This just got released this morning, April 16th, and some of the new stuff that the developers put in is some changes to trees, UI scale options. This kind of already existed if you were to search it from the build menu at the bottom of the screen, but that's still a cool addition. This is what I'm really excited about. This right here. You can now specify builder's wage separately. You can hire what's called a counselor in the town hall to manage seasonal hiring. We're going to get to that in a second. And then there's new options to hire depending on season. This is so useful. This is something I've asked for a very long time. And this will be especially useful with the farm, the fishing dock, and the boatyard. We'll get to that in a second. Let's go into the game and take a look at some of these new changes. Alright, so we're here in my Let's Play world. I know in the uploads I put on the channel we're only at episode 6 that went live this morning, but I recorded through episode 13. So, spoiler alert. Anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at these new features actually in the game. First, okay, let's check fishing dock. You see these arrows right here? We can navigate between buildings, which is nice. That's a cool feature. I think also you could have done that before by going into here and hitting this little find button. And then, oh, okay, so that's actually replaced this little dialogue that was on the bottom of the screen. That's cool. What happens if you do that with houses? Okay, so you can go to every house individually. That's cool. Not sure what I'd use that specifically for, just for houses. But anyway, so let's get down to the bottom of this counselor stuff. So you're going to go to your town hall. You're going to notice that there's a new slot called counselor. And you can open a vacancy for that. Builders can only be men, but you've now noticed that there's this option to hire women. So you can hit open vacancy, and then we're going to let that hire someone. Okay, so I had to fast forward a little bit and adjust some employment elsewhere, but we now have a counselor. So what you can do now is you can tick this box that says manage seasonal hiring. And what that gives you the option to do, just for the example of this farm right here, if you open that up, see we have one person working here. We've had just one person working here pretty much the entire time we've been doing this Let's Play, and that hasn't changed. But if you go to the hire options page, you now have the option to do on-season and off-season hiring, and you can check the months that you're going to consider in season for this building. So farms can be used only during the spring, summer, and fall. So if we uncheck January, February, and December, and we change on-season hiring to 5, which is the maximum for the farm. Off-season hiring we can do anywhere from 0 to 5. We'll do 1 because we do have plows and oxen. So we have 5 on-season, 1 off-season. We've unchecked January, February, and December. And we can hit apply to all, and that's applied to 3 other buildings. So this building and then the other 3 farms. And then we're going to go over here to our fishing dock. I believe all of these fishing docks should have no one currently employed. Yep, that's right. Boatyard has a guy employed just because I never get rid of him. So let's do the same thing with the fishing dock. We'll do on-season, we'll hire 4 guys. We'll uncheck January, February, and December because they can only fish during the spring, summer, and fall. Hit apply to all. Actually, you know, let's go ahead and, I don't think we're ever going to really need laborers, but let's go ahead and reduce that down to 2. So that's applied to 4 buildings. We'll go here to our boatyard. On season we'll do 2, off season 0. Put this down to, let's do 4 laborers. Apply to all, no buildings of this type, but it's still going to apply to this. Okay, so I had to do a little bit of fiddling with the hiring things. It seems it didn't copy paste exactly correctly when I hit apply to all, so that might be something you want to look out for. So now it's middle of March. We've got fully hired here. Let's check on our fishing docks. I see boats. Okay, we got 4 guys here. No guys here. Okay, so the apply to all doesn't seem to be functioning exactly correctly. That is something to, yeah, that's something to be aware of. You saw me click the button, but it didn't copy to any of these down here. So we're just going to want to double check that. So I will submit that as a bug report when I'm finished with this video. But nevertheless, this should give you a pretty good idea of how this feature works now, which is nice. And you might be saying, okay, so during the summer, during the season, we have all these jobs that we've opened up. What about over the winter? What happens to those people? Well, good question. What you can do is you can go over to your other buildings that you normally wouldn't have stocked very well, like say a granary or a warehouse. And you can go in here and, just for example, let's go to the granary here. And you can have your season be the opposite of all of this. So we can go, let's have the season actually be, let's say September, October, November, December, January, February. And on season we can hire everyone, men included. And what this will do is when all of the fields are done harvesting, this will hire people to work in the granary. I don't know why I clicked that. We already established it doesn't work, but this will add people to work in the granary after the harvest is done, and when the people get fired from the farm and these fishing docks, that'll give them something to do. So let's go over here and tick that. We'll just do, okay, we'll do March, April, May, June, July, August turned off. Okay, that's looking good. Go to this granary up here. On season 4, we'll turn these off again. Okay, and we'll go to our 4th granary over here. Turn this up to 4. And then once again do all this. Alright, so that'll... Uh-oh. Horse is dying of thirst. That's a problem for me in my Let's Play, and I'll get to that. You'll see that probably in a week and a half. But hope this demonstration of the new feature with automatic seasonal hiring has been helpful for you. Don't forget, I have other tutorial videos on my YouTube channel as well, and a long-standing Let's Play series. Episode 6 just posted today, so go check that out. And I have content coming pretty much every day for the next, I don't know, until I run out of stuff, honestly. Don't have too much else to do right now. But yeah, thanks for checking this video out. Give me a like, a comment if you think you have something to say or have a question. I'll be happy to engage with you. I always love talking to you guys. And if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss anything else. But that's going to do it for right now. Thank you very much. We'll see you later.